Okay, well, hello everybody. It's Profesor Cañedo here, and it's that time again. Time for another roll call video, and here we are, roll call for week 9. Here, already coming into the second half of the semester, so this is the roll call for the week of October 17th through 21st. Just a couple more weeks away from trick or treat, and before you know it, it'll be time for pumpkin pie. And deck the halls, ho ho ho, and all of that fun stuff. Okay, well, listen. In this roll call video, we have to say goodbye to some people. The Mexican American Studies 142 and Chicano Studies 141A classes will be leaving us. Those of you in those classes, of course, your work is done. So just a matter of wrapping things up. So this is the last time that you'll get to see me in this manner. So I hope this class has been a good experience for all of you, and best wishes to all of you, to the rest of you. Uh, Rest of you Southwestern and Mesa people in the second half of the semester, and of course the Grossma people, you still have me for another few more weeks. So I'll go ahead and talk to you guys in the second half of the video. But first, since I have to say goodbye to the MAS 142 and one Chicano Studies 141A people, let me talk to you guys first and tell you what's coming up in terms of wrapping things up, your final grades, and all of that. Okay, first, those of you in the MAS 142 class, don't forget that Quiz 8, your final quiz, is going to wrap up tomorrow night. And I know you're waiting on grades for several things, so I'll have your grades for your Chicano video reviews. I'll have those coming up for you tomorrow. And your discussion forum grades, I'll have those grades for you coming up. If not tomorrow, then for sure by Wednesday. So by midweek, those will be ready. And around the same time that those grades will be ready, your final grades will be ready. So sometime around midweek, either Wednesday or Thursday, your final class overall grades will be ready. So just keep checking on the announcements, because even though we're for all intents and purposes done with the class, I'll still have a few more announcements for you this week. Just keep track of that before I turn in the grades to WebAdvisor at the either at the end of the week or beginning of next week. So I'll double check with admissions with respect to that information. All right, so that's the plan for those of you in the 142 class. Now let me talk to those of you in the 141A section. Okay, all right, for you guys in the 141A section, your quiz 8 is going to wrap up tonight. So don't forget about that. And in the next couple days, I'll have your overall quiz average score. That is the average score of your best 7 quizzes. It's the average score of those best 7 that go into your final grade tabulation. And as for your final papers, which were the U.S.-Mexico war papers, I'll have those grades for you coming up tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning. The final exam, I'll have those scores for you. If not tomorrow, then for sure on Wednesday. I'll try to get those to you on Wednesday morning, and likewise, either tomorrow or Wednesday, your discussion forum grades will be ready too. So just like the situation for the people in the 142 class. Just keep watching Blackboard for the next few days. I'll have a few more announcements up until about, I anticipate Thursday will be the last announcement for the class, and then I'll send in the grades to admissions toward the end of the week. So just keep track of the announcements. Still a few more things to wrap up, and by the end of by midweek, by Wednesday, no later than Thursday, you'll have more information about your overall class of grades in the class. But in the meantime, just keep track. Just take note that Quiz 8 is going to wrap up tonight, and I'll have your final exam scores ready for you either tomorrow or Wednesday morning at the very latest. So within the next 2 or 3 days, your final exam scores will be ready. Okay, let me go ahead now and talk to those of you in the Grossmont sections. You still get to watch these fun-filled videos for about the next 7 or 8 weeks. So let me go ahead and start off first with those of you in the History 109 class. Here's what's on tap for you this week. Okay, this week we're going to examine the topic of Labor Democratizes America. So in that, please read Chapter 9 of the Who Built America text and view the PowerPoint program on legendary labor leader Walter Reuther. You have no podcast that you actually have to listen to this week, but you still have a podcast journal entry due this week. So please send in your journal entry 9 coming up on Thursday, and of course, quiz 9 is going to be opening up on Friday. Oh, as for the video for the week, keep working on Ken Burns' jazz series. So check out episode 6. And over sometime this week, I'll have a preview video about some of the key themes and topics, and of course songs and artists on episodes 6 through 9. So be on the lookout for that. I'll have that for you sometime during the middle part of the week, either Wednesday or Thursday, when I check in with my usual midweek announcement. Okay, so that's the plan for those of you in the History 109 section. Now, last but not least, let me check in with those of you in the History 108 section. Okay, first off, thank you to all of you who sent in your video reviews, your first video review installment. I'll have your grades for you within the sometime in the middle part of the week. Just be patient with me in that, since 2 of my classes are wrapping up, and then I actually have a new class starting up this week, a new 8-week class for Mesa College. I'm a little bit behind the 8 ball, or a little bit behind schedule in terms of getting some of these grades out of the way, but just bear with me. Sometime during the middle part of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, around the time frame, you'll get your grades for your video review assignments. All right, as for the stuff for the week, your topic this week is the consolidation of slavery in the South. And I want you to go ahead and check out... I want you to go ahead and okay, so I kind of lost my place there, but I want you to go ahead and check out chapter 6 of the Who Built America text, and then read a little bit more in Daughter of Fortune. Check out pages 58 to 115, that's chapters 4 through 7. Listen to the podcast, The Meaning of Liberty. Send in your podcast journal 7 entries coming up on Wednesday, and then quiz 8 is going to be opening up on Friday. As for Daughter of Fortune, I do have some review videos in which I'm going to review some of the key themes and topics from the previous week's reading. So let me go ahead and get you a video in which I review and summarize and comment on the topics from last week's Daughter of Fortune reading. Last week you checked out chapters 1 through 3 of that book, so I'll get that video to you within the next couple of days, in which I do a quick summary, a recap of some of the major themes from those particular chapters. So that'll be the pattern for the rest of the semester. After we finish off a week's readings of sections from Daughter of Fortune, I will have a review video on some of those key themes, topics, plot points, setting, tone, historical context, all of that jazz the week after. So look out for that video coming up within the next couple of days. And don't forget to start thinking about your character sketches. Remember that that you've got the 2-part portion about the project. So any concerns or questions about that, please definitely let me know. But don't forget, everybody, you do have the nuts and bolts videos about the Daughter of Fortune project that I posted in some of the earlier announcements within the previous few weeks. So if you need to review some of that information, just go back in the announcements and track down those videos. All right, so that's the plan for you guys in History 108, and that's a plan for everybody. So here we are now going into the second half of the semester. Of course, I got a big event coming up next month, so definitely everybody, whichever class you're in, please be sure to register. Definitely exercise your right to vote. It's your constitutional right. It's your duty. So take advantage of it. Definitely exercise that right to indicate or to prove and solidify your American citizenship. Okay, all right, everyone. So that's the plan for the week. You guys take care, and I'll go ahead and rejoin you next Monday, in which we take a look at the Week 10 roll call.